I'm on the outside.
Alright, so we finally got some nice weather here in New England. And by nice, I mean way too hot, because now it's like 95 degrees and humid. For the past 2 weeks, it's been raining like all day, every day, just rain. Finally, there's no rain. And I'm on my way to work right now. And that is nice. It's a nice car. It's nice, whatever that thing is. It's nice. Yeah, I'm on my way to work right now, and I'm working all day, so I can't actually really make like an actual moto vlog. But I did make a little video on what it's like on owning a high mileage vehicle such as my truck, and kind of what the bottom line is if you're thinking about buying one. So I just want to make this little segue into that video, and yeah. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy your days. I'm gonna cut to the other thing like right now.
So I just wanted to talk about what it's like to own a higher mileage / older car or truck. In this case, it's a truck. It looks okay on this side. It has some rust on the rocker and some of the weather stripping / whatever this stuff is falling off on the side, but whatever, that's typical of a truck of this age, especially in the Northeast here. But if you come around to this side, there's a hole in the door and a lot more rust on the back wheel well, most of which is covered up by this thingy here. But this is a 2000 Dodge Dakota, and I just cleaned it, that's why it's actually clean. But it's got like 187,000 miles on it about. In one of my previous videos I had mentioned that I was going to do a bunch of work to this thing, and I was going to put a video up about that. I did do the work. Unfortunately, I didn't make a video. Just because the work, it took 8.5 hours to do by itself without making a video. So, hold on, I got this. But yeah, me and my friend, we put in new upper and lower ball joints, new shocks, and a new inner and outer tie rod end in the front of this thing. So like the front end of this truck is like brand new now, but it took forever, and it actually took a couple days because I went to the alignment shop the first time, and then they told me my tie rods needed to be changed out too. And believe it or not, this thing still had the original ball joints on the bottom, so they needed to be drilled out, which was a pain. But yeah, like when you own a higher mileage vehicle, you just kind of have to expect to have to do stuff like that. And you should also just expect things to break. Luckily, I haven't had really any issues with this thing other than that, and then I also had to change an idle air control valve. Because one day I went to go start the truck and it wouldn't start. And from experience and guesswork, I knew that's what it was, and I was able to fix it pretty quickly, and I was able to keep going. But I mean, this thing's got, let's check. It's on the side. It's got 186,697 miles. And it still runs perfectly. The only issue with it is that it burns a little bit of oil, and the other week I should say, I started it up and there was some white smoke coming out of the tailpipe, and I was driving it, and I noticed that when I was taking off from lights and stuff like that, there was more white smoke. So I was instantly thinking, oh boy, head gasket. Because, I mean, that's typical of a truck like this. This has the 4.7 liter V8, which is probably the worst engine that you can get in this truck at the time. But some people with them, like myself, are lucky and they just still work. But there's a bunch of white smoke coming out of the tailpipe, and I had to add a couple extra quarts of coolant in there. But after I did that, it hasn't done it again. I'm not sure what's up with that. So, and it also goes through a steady supply of oil. I mean, that's typical of any old car, I guess. Sit on my stoop. Yeah. It's just kind of what you gotta expect. You gotta expect things to break. And if you don't know how to fix them, a high mileage car is going to cost you a lot of money. For instance, if I had a mechanic redo the front end of this thing, that would have cost like $1,000+ I'm sure. I think. And if I have to get a head gasket done on this, that's something I'm not going to be able to do myself. On a truck like this that has a overhead cam, which is most modern engines, I guess, it's going to cost like at least $2,000 to do that, and I paid $1,000 for the truck. So, and I've actually put like 30,000 miles on it in the time that I've had it, for 2 years, which is not bad. But, you know, if it comes time to have to replace the head gasket, I'm probably just going to get rid of the thing. Or maybe look for a junkyard engine and put that in there, because that would probably honestly be cheaper. Yeah. That is what it's like to own a high mileage piece of junk. Anyways, I'm going to go ride my bike now.